Hello, peeps, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome into and something new we're gonna start. Um, it's called Just the Tips with Big A. We're gonna do some farming simulator tips, maybe how I do stuff. We're gonna look at some mods over the course of this, if this goes over pretty well. If you guys want to recommend a mod to me, I'm in with that. Then it can be a tractor, it can be a truck, it can be a production mod. Doesn't really matter. But on this one, our first one, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how I go about prepping my fields for before we seed and plant. And we're also going to look at this new mod that came out today called SIP sure, that word. Majevica, and basically it's a harvester, and we will look at it. Hang on one second. And then you will find it under harvesters. Majevica? I'm sure I'm butchering that. Almost positive I am. But this is what it looks like. But it's a corn picker to me is what it looks like. You do have two different tires. You have the trailer board and then you have the PKTs. Nothing else is customizable, but yeah, that's it. Let's get out of here. And we'll kind of go over here and look at it, and we'll do our field work first, and then we'll kind of look at this mod and see how it works. And this is kind of how it looks. Alright, so let's get over to our field work. I've had this idea for a while. I know, a couple people within the Bitgate community has mentioned to me before, hey, you should put together like maybe like a top 10 mod list, or maybe like a mod review or something like that. So this is kind of my spin on this. So like I said, we're gonna kind of go through stuff the way that I do it. Not necessarily saying this is the only way to do it or the right way to do it. Again, this is the way that I do it, and maybe this will help some of you all out, maybe it won't. I mean, what kind of go from there? So what we're starting with a field that has been, we're going to simulate it's been harvested. Nothing else has been done to it. It needs lime, it needs plowing. I have lime turned on, and I have periodic plowing turned on. I do not have crop destruction turned on, I do not have stones turned on, and I do not have weeds turned on. So what I would do on a typical gameplay, after we harvest it, we'll go in here, and we will look. It says it needs plowing, so we're going to plow the field, okay? And then I will show you what we'll do. We're gonna do two passes on either side, and I will show you kind of what I would do. This side is what I do every single time that I would play farm sim. Doesn't matter what map I'm on, anything like that. So we're going to plow. Like I said, we'll make two passes on both sides, and then we'll go from there. I hope, like I said, welcome all in. I hope you guys are all doing good. We are on the Bjorn home map, just for something a little bit different. We kind of went with like a base game map, but why not? And like I said, if this goes over well and you all want to see more, how do I do this? I'm not the precision farming person. I've used precision farming occasionally, but I'm not that guy. So, sorry if you have questions over precision farming. Um, you can ask, and I'm sure somebody within our community will know the answer to it. So if you do have those questions, put them in the comments, and I'm sure somebody will answer that question. I'm just not the guru for that. Okay, so we've got 2 passes over here. Now, granted, you would go ahead and plow the whole entire field, but like I said, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to kind of achieve what I do. What we do on the left side is what I do every time. This way is if I goof, I go, oh man. But you can also do it this way too. I will also put the disclaimer in that I do not mulch. I do not roll my fields after the fact. I play it like we till up the soil if it needs to be tilled. Now, if this did not, and we'll go through like in the middle too. We can reset the field, and I will show you the same scenario on the upper or the left side of the field that I would do the same thing if the field did not need to be plowed, and we also had like a direct drill or a direct drill planter, where we didn't have to cultivate or plow the field before we seeded. And then during these like videos, you will kind of see my favorite mods. This one being one of them. The 6MT 9MT plow is like one of my favorite plows. It's about the only one that I use. Well, it is the only one that I use. So if you kind of keep watching, I'm hoping to drop one of these a week. Like I said, some of the videos, maybe we might just look at a couple production mods. I may start going through production mods, and some of the mods that may only have 2 or 3 stars. We'll look at those. Alright. So we have it plowed. Both sides. Now, we'll also show you that we do not have any kind of fertilization state. See, it says they both sides need lime. Well, the whole field needs lime, but that's been plowed, okay? But I will show you, the goal of this is to show you how to get your double fertilization state, so you will not have to fertilize at the end. So once you have these steps done, you are ready to roll until harvest. You won't have to do anything else unless you have weeds on. You might, well, when you plow, that's supposed to take care of weeds. So we're going to fertilize. Let's burn that down a little bit. What's the one more? There we go. Like I said, we're going to simulate this being the whole field. So we will fertilize. This one. We'll do one at a time, okay? Well, we'll do one side at a time. you know, here's what we'll do. Okay. So let's hook this up to line. Let's say, okay, on the far side, on the closest side here is what I do every time, and on the far side, we're gonna say, oh, worst case scenario, this happened. And basically what you're trying to do, if you don't know or haven't quite figured it out yet, as long as you change the texture of the field, say from like a harvested state to a plowed state, and then you change it to a fertilized state, you're changing the texture. And then now we're liming it, so we're going a bit further, we're changing the texture of the field. As if I was, before we put the lime on, if we were to seed it over top of the fertilizer, we would only get one fertilizer state. Because the seeder or the planter is going to recognize that field as already fertilized. Okay, so let's say over there, that's right. And we're like, and we're bebopping along, whatever. And we're like, oh, we're gonna go and fertilize this field. Oh no! I forgot to fertilize first. And then lime. Well, I will show you how to fix that. Or, if you have a field that, well, we can probably do that in the middle too. If you have a field that does not need lime at all, you could fertilize the field, you can cultivate, and then you can come back in with your seeder with the fertilizer in it, and it will double fertilize. I'll show you. Hang on. Okay. So we're just gonna do, we have fertilizer in here, and we will see over here, well, see, we took out the lime, with lime, so that's gone. We have one fertilized state over here on this strip, okay? So now we're going to have a seed, we're just gonna put wheat in, and we also have fertilizer in the seeder. All of this stuff is all in-game stuff. Alright, so let's unfold. And make sure you turn it on and drop her down. And we're going to head straight on. And if you look there, we are double fertilized. So this is how I do every single field of mine. Even if it does not need lime, I will plow if it needs plowed. Now, if it does not need plowing, then I will fertilize, lime, and then seed or plant over top of that, and I will hit my dual layer of fertilizer, and my field is set until harvest time. I don't have to do anything else to it. Just a tip from Big A that maybe it'll help you all out. So I'll show you what we can do over here now. Let's do this a little bit closer. Let's go ahead and we've limed. Say we went, oh man. We totally, like, fumbled it, you know? And we did it backwards. we limed, and then we fertilized. It'll be alright. There's no worries. As Bob Ross would say, they're all happy accidents. But we will come up here, we'll fertilize. And you can also, like I said, you can do this on a field that does not require lime. You can fertilize it, and then you can cultivate it. And this is also if it doesn't need lime and it doesn't need plowing. But if you plow, it's gonna reset the field, and you're gonna have to put lime on it. So let's move this over here. Let's hit this guy, and we will see that we are one level, one layer of fertilizer. So we can cultivate. We will cultivate that fertilizer in. And this will also work with slurry and manure. Same principle. If you did manure or slurry and then lime over top of it, and then you seeded over top of that lime. So we're going to drop her down. Remember, on the cultivator, there's nothing to turn on. So we'll come down here, and then we'll come up this same way, and our field will be 100% fertilized. Because what you're doing is you're changing the texture of the field from a plowed state that has fertilizer to a cultivated state. And if my memory serves me correctly, this should work. Hopefully I don't look like I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh. Alright, so let's hop out. Back in our JCB. It's unfolding. We're going to do wheat again. Now we're going to have to stay like in the grass, because it's not going to take... I don't want to, really mess it up. So now we're going to run up this way. As you can see, what we cultivated, you can see the blue, the light blue that we ran down. That's the cultivated. So now we're coming back up this way, and now it is, in fact, fertilized through 2 states, and it is ready to roll. So depending on, where you're at on your farm, if you have the money for lime, what my go-to is all the time is fertilizer, lime, and then seeding or planting with the fertilizer. Now, if it doesn't have the fertilizer in it, you could, over top of that lime, you can fertilize it in with your fertilizer spreader, and then seed over top of that, and you would still get your double. You see, there we go. Actually, let's make sure that works. How about that? So let's, hang on. And then we'll head into, I have a field of sunflowers, and then a field of corn. It says that harvester is supposed to do all the crops. We'll take a look at it again. But it says it's supposed to do all of them, or almost all of them. To me, with that kind of header, let's hire him up. I want him in right behind him. And then we'll make sure that works. I know it does. I know it will. I should put the follow me mod in here. Alright, let's get him out of the way. And then what we'll do is we'll lime and then we'll come back with the fertilizer over the top. And then I have the easy developmental controls. And we can take the fertilizer out of that seeder. Let's go ahead and we'll grab the... And like I said, I hope this helps you guys out. I know there's some new people coming into Farm Sim, and maybe they don't know all of the tips and the tricks that maybe the rest of us know that have been around Farm Sim for a minute. I have been around Farm Sim since FS13, so... And a lot of people in the Big A community have been around Farm Sim for about the same time, if not, I mean, pretty close. Alright, so let's put the lime on. And like I said, please leave if you're new to Farm Sim, or maybe you just don't know something about a particular way of doing something. Let me know in the comments. And I will definitely in a video on how to do something, whether it's chopping silage or making hay bales or whatever else, you know, just let me know in the comments. But we'll run back up that way with the fertilizer spreader. And then we'll come back down at least part of the way with the seeder. Come on, let's go. My heads are starting. What is wrong? Let's go. Come on, New Holland. What are you waiting on? Christmas? Alright, so we're going to seed back over top of that. And then you will see we're hitting our double layer over top of that. So if this is another one that you can do this. If you wanted to fertilize lime and then fertilize in, if you have a seeder or a planter that you don't want to have to deal with putting fertilizer in, or it doesn't have the option of fertilizer. Alright, so let's stop that. We'll run into the tree. And then we're going to reset with my handy dandy and empty the fertilizer just to kind of simulate and show you that we only have seeds in this drill, what I would call a drill. Seeder. Where I come from, and I believe most of the US, continental US, would call this a drill and not a seeder. It's like I said, where I come from, we have drills and we have planters. Alright, so turn it on, drop it down, and then away we go. And you will see that, hey, we're in the wrong lane. Haha. See? Even Bit A messes up from time to time. That's even on camera, so that's giving me all kinds of grief over that. Alright, now, let's try that again. So now, we are planted, and we are fully fertilized. So that is yet another way to do it. I can show you. Jump out here. And we are, yeah. We're 99, well, this is within the farm, so we're 99% fertilized, but we're 100% fertilized. If we rolled it, it might take us up that percent, but that's not, I don't do that. Yeah. I like to do things with the less, as few steps as possible. So this is the way that I do every single series that I'm on. I fertilize. If it needs plowing, I will plow. I will fertilize, I will lime, and then I will seed over top of that lime with fertilizer in my seeder or in my planter is how I do it. Now let's go over here and let's check out our SIP Majevica, yeah, sure. Alright. And let's go back into the store. Like I said, it's under harvesters. And it says that it will do wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum, sunflower, soybeans, corn, and those are new crops with this map, which would be, let's see here. Chickpeas and lentils. There's even garlic on here too, that's kind of cool. Alright. So let's go up here. And it only requires like 60 horsepower, so this is something that might go into my small-time farming on my little lands series. Do we have... Let's see, we only own this. So we might have to put us down. Let's put us down a silo. So that we know that this will tip into a silo. How about that? Put it... Tell me shop area is restricted. Get out of here. Put it right here. How about that? Okay. So let's come up here. We're gonna see how this works, and then we're gonna wrap this video up and get you all out of here. Kind of a short and sweet little video is what I'm kind of going for, and this one kind of cool to do sunflowers. Now, let's turn this on. There's nothing unfold. There's nothing. Okay, so let's turn it on. And we will drop it down. What is that? We are. Was hire a worker with it? Let's hire a worker so that we can have a look at some of this. That's cool. I like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we're cutting sunflowers. Now, I would assume the correct way to use this, since your hopper I wonder why it turned on that. But you want it to your hopper, it dumps out to the left side. And yeah, if you're doing some like survival type stuff, this thing would be awesome for that. That's really cool. Okay. So we'll down here, and then what we'll do is we'll make 2 passes on the corn, and then we'll wrap this up. Kind of a short and sweet, well, kind of short. I saw this drop today on the mod hub and thought it looked kind of cool. Something different, and it caught my eye. Alright, so let's come down here. Now, obviously this would also tip into a whiten. We're gonna tip right into the silent. And maybe you don't, like, maybe you're starting out on a survival thing that you don't have enough money for a whiten yet. I don't know. Whatever the... Okay, so you have to hold O. Alright, let's just have to let it. It needs a minute, and it does all this on its own. I'm not holding that in its keys. And then you pressure pipe in the key. Sweet. And then we have the 386 liters of sunflowers. Nice. Alright, so let's make a pass or 2 on our corn. Look at the animations on it, and then, yeah. I think this will be the map that we do our stuff on. Maybe like a little mod spotlights or like other little, this is how I do this kind of stuff, you know. Just the tips. Giving you all just some farm sim tips. Well, yes, I do have access to this thing. Well, why would I have wheat? But hey, it works. Flat horn. That's cool. I like it a lot. Now, will it take you forever? Yeah. But farming is not something that you get done in a day. Like, it's not a fast process. I'm assuming you're doing another crop, or if you had the extended straw crops on, you can get straw to back this. That would be kind of pretty sweet. Alright, let's go dump our corn in our silo and that'll be a done deal. Sweet. Then, like I said, I hope this helps you guys out. And if you have any other, like, suggestions or, thoughts or mods or, whatever you might want to see, let me know in the comments. I would be more than happy to take a look at them. So you hit the key once, it just takes a hot minute, which is fine. It's pretty realistic. Alright. Alright guys and gals, alright peeps. That's gonna be it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great day, night, whatever it may be when you watch this. And as always, stay safe and keep spreading that positivity and that love. And we will catch you on the next one. Peace out.